Hi guys, today we're talking about types of mountains, and there's three different types that we're going to focus on, and they are classified in ways they are formed. Okay, so we name them based on the action that forms them. So the first one that we're looking at is a fold mountain. So that is when two tectonic plates come towards each other, they compress with such force that they start to buckle and create land poking up. Okay, so this force is responsible for most of the world's largest mountains. Okay, so that coming together, compressing, forcing up, okay, at the ridge of tectonic plates. So, an example that we can see is the Himalayas. So, imagine that mountain range, it occurs in a line along where two tectonic plates meet. The next type of mountain that we're going to look at is called a block mountain. So, this is created when the Earth's surface has defects. So, instead of the plates coming together and forcing up, there's parts of those plates that are a little bit weak, okay, and they're called faults. And so they come together and they press and they start to lift up, okay. So instead of coming together and bending up like this, they come together, a weak spot forms, and that presses that bit of land up. Okay? Big slabs, giant slabs of rock forming a mountain, a block mountain. Now, an example of this is the Sierra Nevada. Our third type of mountain, which you may not have thought of as a mountain before, is actually a volcanic mountain. Now, these occur when we have vents in the Earth's surface, so small gaps between tectonic plates where magma can come up through the surface. It seeps through that crack and it starts forming new Earth as it comes out and cools and piles up. So, volcanic mountains actually, we classify a few different types, but we are going to focus on two. So, as that magma comes out of the ground, it's cooling down and forming new Earth. So, what are those two types of volcanoes that we're looking at? First one is a cone volcano. This guy is pretty angry. Okay, so think of him as being a bit of an angry person with anger management issues, and that volcanic magma is spurting out and it's gaseous and it comes out with lots of force. So that magma comes out, it cools down really quickly and drops really quickly, very close to that vent. So that means that as that ash starts to come out and drop close to the vent, that land starts forming very quickly into a pointed shape. If we think about our dome and shield volcano, that's much more of a gentle dome sort of shape. Now, what happens with this easygoing volcano is that the magma comes out and it starts to flow really evenly and form an even surface across the mountain. So instead of coming out with lots of force and cooling down and dropping down quickly, the lava and magma comes out, it forms a big sheet, and then it cools down as a big, large sheet, forming a dome shape. So an example that we see of shield volcanoes is the Hawaiian Islands, which is actually composed of a chain of these type of volcanoes. Cone volcanoes, an example of this, remember these are the angry ones. They have gaseous vents that spurt out magma, which drops really quickly. It's gas charged lava. Uh, and an example that we can see of this is Mount Fuji and Mount St. Helens. Now, volcanoes, all the different types, are classified in terms of their activity. So, active means that a volcano is currently erupting or has erupted recently. Okay, there's still volcanic activity, so things like earthquakes. A dormant volcano is a volcano that's not erupting currently but is sleeping because it's still able to erupt. Finally, we have an extinct volcano. Now, that's a very old volcano and it hasn't erupted for a very long time, and geologists don't expect that it will erupt again. Guys, that's a bit of a rundown on the different types of mountains and a little bit of a peek into volcanoes.